Valeria. She's Ana Paula, and today we're going to talk jewelry, about jewelry design across time. We will start our presentation with ancient jewelry and the history that has transcended through time. Later, we're going to talk about Egypt and Rome, that are some examples of the big ancient civilizations. Later, to the 18th century and the 20th century. And Daniel Espinosa and Damian Pineda, both Mexican designers. And we will conclude with modern jewelry. Okay, history. Jewelry is nowadays known as a decorative object that we can wear on our bodies and also in our clothes. But a long time ago, jewelry wasn't the same as it is today. And it was used all around the world by many civilizations. The first discovery about jewelry design was in Morocco, Africa. You can see it in the map over there. And it was this piece, very old. And the evolution of jewelry has helped a lot to historians and also archaeologists, because the evolution helped them to find out clues about how the civilization was progressing. Okay, so depending on the location of the civilization, for example, the ones that were located inland, they used materials such as animal bones, animal spurs, reindeer antlers, mammoth tusks, and bird feathers that were the materials that they can find easily on their environment. And the civilizations that were located near the water used different materials such as fish bones, fish teeth, and colored pebbles. We can see here the materials. And also, during this time, during the ancient civilizations, they discovered how to use the metals and the gems that are rocks of different colors, and they even called them amulets. This is an example of a Chinese amulet. As you can see, it's all made by metal. Okay, this is very difficult to understand because it's not something that we use today, but back in those times, jewelry was part of beliefs, religious thoughts, social status, and also the wealth. So the jewelry that you were using represented all these characteristics. Like, for example, about religious beliefs, the Mexican culture has created a lot of jewelry based on their beliefs. And today, Turkana women, that they are a civilization that has transcended over time, they continue thinking and have the idea that depending on the social status that you were located is the jewelry that you can wear. That, like you can see, it includes necklace, earrings, bracelets. So the most talked civilizations about jewelry are Egypt and Rome. In Egypt, archaeologists found some of the oldest pieces of jewelry that were back for 4,000 years ago. So in Egypt, they used a lot of gold than any other material. They used other materials, but mostly gold. And the way they used their necklaces and the earrings and everything, it all had spiritual meanings. And in Rome, they are famous because of the brooches. The brooches are pieces of accessories that hold clothes together. And
they mostly used jewelry to protect themselves from the evil eye from other people. Like that was a belief that they had. And their rings, all of them had rings. And in them there was like in this one, in that ring, it has something like encrypted in them. So they used it to seal messages or letters with their rings.
We are going to go on to the 18th century. During these times, a lot of things were going on around the world. As we can see, people start showing interest to treasure hunting, new discoveries. Also, the modern archaeology was going on. And at the same time, the medieval and the Renaissance art was hitting a lot of countries in the world. During the Industrial Revolution, the middle class had the opportunity to afford more luxuries. That's when jewelry was created as we know it today, as an item for our outfits, daily outfits. And Charles Lewis Tiffany found a company in New York. It was the first one, the first company about in jewelry design. And he started it because he had an obsession for materials such as silver, and also to try to tell the people that jewelry and the materials that they use can reflect elegance in our bodies. Okay, so Tiffany & Co. is a company that is recognized by luxurious and unique style, as we can see in those pictures. They design, manufacture, and also sell these items all around the world. And it has placed United States as one of the most important jewelry designers. And during the 18th and the 20th century, they had the opportunity to work with Louis Comfort Tiffany, that emerged later as an Art Nouveau designer. Hi, Alex. Okay, the most important piece of this firm, and also the ones that is recognized along the country, is this ring. It's made of rubido. It's a unique material that only this firm has in their list of materials. And it's a ring that has the date and the signature of the date that the store was created in New York.
So now talking about modern jewelry, we have Stella & Dot. This company was founded like a little time ago in 2003 in San Francisco by Jessica Herring. She created this company because she wanted to make a job for women that was like, it didn't take a lot of time, but it did had like a lot of money involved. So their products aren't sold in regular stores. Instead, they are sold in trunk shows. Trunk shows are like, for example, I want to sell Stella & Dot, so I get in contact with the page, like in the web page, and they will send me like a certain number of necklaces, of rings, or whatever. And then, like, for example, I want to make the trunk show in my house, so I will invite like a lot of people I know, my friends or whatever, and then like I will make them snacks and drinks and everything. Like, it's very fancy. And they will get there, and I will get to show them the products, and well, they will get sold. You can also make trunk shows by web pages, but it's the most famous type of trunk shows are in houses or apartments or things like that. So now they have 10,000 independent women as stylists, and she had received a lot of awards for their her new ideas and the way that Stellandot has become recognized internationally. So this is their most famous item. It's the it's a necklace, but it doesn't look like a necklace. Like when you get it, it's a long, like a long rope. It's made of gold, rose gold, and hermitage, and it doesn't have a button hook, so it could be worn in different styles. Like I'm sure girls have seen this necklace before, and well, it's a design from Stella and Dot.
Now we would like to talk about Daniel Espinosa. He is a Mexican designer and is recognized all around the world. And he started with a passion of designing jewelry with the best quality materials. He was born in Mexico, but his designs are a unification of European and also Mexican culture, because when he was a student, he had the opportunity to go to Europe and study in different schools, like in Italy and also Spain, in Barcelona. And his designs are worn by famous people in catwalks and also in the red carpets. And this is some of his designs. As you can see, they are not that exclusive for just a part of the society. They are affordable. And he has stores in many different places. We have one here in Torreón, in Galerías, but he also has in Beverly Hills, Madrid and Barcelona. And his designs are known because they are created in a very creative way, so they can be, like, if someone tries to copy his designs, they won't be able, because they have a lot of details.
So now I'm gonna talk about Damian Pineda. He's a Mexican designer from here, from La Laguna. He teaches in this school, he teaches jewelry, and he has been recognized internationally too. His exhibition Articulaciones has been presented in all over the world, for example in Paris, Rome, and Venice. He is recognized because he uses a lot of feathers and recycled materials to create his products.
Last year, we had the opportunity to work with him in the workshop that he has here in Syntec. And I can say that he's a designer that is very open-minded, because even though you don't know how to use the materials, he will teach you the way he uses them. And they are not ordinary materials. He told us that we can create jewelry with everything that we can see, like, for example, hair. And we were able to watch a lot of his designs that he was going to take to Paris in a few weeks, because he had the exhibition called Articulaciones.
So, well, in conclusion, we can see that jewelry has been changed in the timeline. Like in the beginning, it was simply used as a tool, and now it's just a simple accessory. Like at first, not everyone could wear it, and now everyone can. And for example, we have a lot of new technology, like the 3D printer, which can now print pieces of jewelry. And well, that was something that we didn't imagine could ever happen. And well, humans keep being creative, and like Ana Paula said, like making jewelry with everything that they could find. And well, that's it.
Yes. Are there any questions? No?
Do you have the designer for those pieces?
No,
No.
they are not for a unique designer. They are most like the 3D printers.
Oh, Oh, they
are
come
sold
from 3D.
through those designs.
Oh,
Yes.
perfect, okay. So you're exemplifying 3D printing.
Yes, it's not
Very good. Okay.